can collect data in the PocketLab Science Notebook by clicking on the green Collect Data buttons. That will open up the PocketLab connection window. Click Connect to PocketLab, turn your PocketLab on, then click on your PocketLab and hit Pair. You'll then be connected to your PocketLab right in the PocketLab Science Notebook. You can switch graphs using the Switch Graph icon in the upper left-hand corner, where you can switch to other measurement features like barometric pressure. You can change the data rates that you're recording in the upper right-hand corner with the data rate slider. And when you're ready to record your data trial, go down to the Record button and click Record. You can now begin recording your data trial. In this trial, we're using a syringe to change the barometric pressure by changing the volume of the syringe, and we're measuring the barometric pressure with our PocketLab. When you're finished with your trial, click the Stop button, and then at the bottom, click Upload. That will then save your trial into your PocketLab Science Journal. You can go back and view recorded trials by clicking the View button next to the trial. Click on that, your saved trial will open, and you can go back and review your trial. I can go back up to the data collection area, clear the recording, and begin a new data trial, Trial 2. I record my trial, click Stop, and now I go down and upload that trial into the PocketLab Science Journal again. Now I have 2 trials recorded, and I can go back and view both of those trials and review them. While I'm reviewing my recorded trials, I can click and drag on certain parts of the data to zoom in. In the bottom left-hand corner is a data analysis button. If I click on that, I will get statistics about the data that I'm viewing currently. You can also fit a line to the data that you're viewing. If I double-click anywhere on the graph, I zoom back out to view the full trial. Those are the basics of recording data in the PocketLab Science Notebook. The Data Analysis Toolkit provides tools for you to analyze the data that you've collected in your investigation. In the results table, each row corresponds to a run card where you've collected trials. When you add another run card, you'll see that a new row gets added to the results table in the Data Analysis Toolkit. The name of the new row is the same as the name of the run card. I can change the name of the run card to pressure at 50 milliliters, and that will also change the name of the row in the results table in the Data Analysis Toolkit. The second column in the Data Analysis Toolkit is for your independent variable in the experiment. In this case, the independent variable was the volume. The next column is for the dependent variable, which in this case was barometric pressure in millibars. Which reminds me, I forgot to label the volume as milliliters. So now I've labeled my independent and dependent variable. You'll see the results table also creates a results bar graph. On the x-axis is my independent variable, and on the y-axis is the dependent variable from the results table. I can input values for the independent variable that I tested. So in my first run card, I tested the barometric pressure at a volume of 150 milliliters. In the second run card, I tested barometric pressure at a volume of 100 milliliters. And in the third run card, I tested it at 50 milliliters. So you'll now see in the results graph that there's a place for 50, 100, and 150 milliliters, which were the 3 values that I've tested of my independent variable. I can then input value for my dependent variable if I have it as manual entry. I can also click trial mean. If I click trial mean, then the value in the table will be the average of the trial results from each run card. So for the first run card, where I tested the barometric pressure at 150 milliliters, I had 3 trial results. In the second run card, same thing. And in the third run card, I haven't collected any data yet. If I click trial mean, I get an average of the trial results at 150 milliliters and at 100 milliliters, and I don't get any results yet for 50 milliliters because I haven't done those trials yet. When I complete trials for the 50 milliliter run card, those trial results will be averaged into my data analysis toolkit, and I'll see them show up in the results graph, and I'll see the average show up in the results table.